These Hot Idiots is a podcast featuring our hosts, two full-grown adult men. Together, they watch teen drama and young adult-oriented television shows one episode at a time. These Hot Idiots is a comedy podcast and isn't meant to be taken as real criticism. This podcast uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Well, hello there, beatniks. How's it going? Bada Bing.
How are all you cool cats out there?
You gonna be a real paper shaker and come down to These Hot Idiots Tavern and sock hop?
Yeah, come down the old milk shop.
Okay, I'm reading like 50s fucking slang, and one of them is Super Murgatroyd, and I feel like that's a lie.
Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd indeed. I'm Mega here, of course, with our host, Ash.
Hello, I'm Ash. I record, and he doesn't record.
I don't record.
It's tech stuff. He doesn't like tech stuff.
I'm not a tech guy. I'm the idiot who makes silly jokes.
Remember pacing and like being able to record, like watch stuff in a relatively brisk manner?
Yes.
Yeah,
not spending 2 hours on a
Not
movie.
spending 2 hours on a boring ass movie.
Boring ass.
That is like an hour and 20 minutes of nothing happening, and then a bunch of random shit happens.
Then shit just happens for the last 40 minutes, and it's like, where the hell was the rest of this?
The pacing of the Twilight movie was all kinds of messed up.
It was
Something we never got to
yeah.
talk about, but it was just like the first half just felt like the worst. Like they were trying to play up the mystery element, and they just sucked at it.
And
But-
and then just like at the end, it just like everything hits, and you just have no time to breathe.
And
but
the
it's
villain is like introduced in the second half of the movie, and they like added those shitty scenes of them attacking people to make it kind of make sense. You said in the book that they just showed up during the baseball game or whatever.
They just show up at the baseball game without any prior foreshadowing.
But we're back to Vampire Diaries for episode
And
12.
man, did we come back to a good one with Unpleasantville?
So much shit happened. It was hard to keep track.
Now, for those of you who may not know this reference, Pleasantville was a 1998 like fantasy dramedy with Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon, where they're high school like siblings, and they end up like in the world of a sitcom called Pleasantville from the 1950s, and that's going to be important.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah.
I
See, I'm the
feel
pop
like
culture guy.
I feel like it really feels like it was just randomly thrown in because someone thought of the word Unpleasantville, and it's like
Someone thought of the pun.
everyone get your 50 stuff, get your Letterman jackets and your bouffant hair.
Yes, because that launches into the decade dance. That'll be the centerpiece of today's episode.
They didn't even say there was a decade dance. It's just everyone's preparing for a decade dance.
Yeah, they kind of say that there's a dance, but they don't tell us it's a decade dance. So you just see like Jenna and Elena just dressing up in these like
Apparently
50s setups.
apparently a place where things are happening in the city is called a fat city.
God, 50 slang was terrible.
Yes. I still use some of these. Bake a biscuit, which is to record an album. What the fuck?
I don't what?
Bitchin'. A really
Bitchin'
good time.
started in the
Bitchin' started in the 50s.
God, that feels like it was way later. It was like 60s or 70s. What the fuck?
Righto.
Oh,
Ain't that a bite?
Righto kind of stuck around-ish.
Come on, Snake, let's rattle.
That's actually pretty good. I like that.
Made in the Shade, I've heard that one.
Oh man, the shade is like stuck around.
Flip your lid, having a ball. The Royal Shaft, which means to be unfairly treated. I think people just say shafted now.
They say he's getting shafted or being given the shaft. Yeah, they don't say the royal shaft.
All right, I got to get out of here.
We gotta get out of this 50s lingo.
It's been 2 weeks since we watched the Vampire Diaries, and the recap was actually useful because I forgot some of this shit.
Yeah.
Stefan and Elena. Stefan's with Elena again, and she's back from Atlanta, and he's asking her questions about the car accident and what Damon did to her. And he apparently was going to work while all this happened because he's got trinkets.
Got trinkets with vervain in them.
He's got verbena trinkets. He's got shit for Jeremy. Got shit for Bonnie and Caroline. For Jenna. Goddamn, dude's just like hammering out these fucking trinkets they give to people.
He's not playing around anymore.
No, it's because it's like, okay, you're like actually not safe. So I'm gonna try.
You're getting attacked by people other than Damon.
Yes. And this will keep you safe. It's just like, oh, he's actually trying to keep them safe.
Preventative measures.
Go figure, Edward. God.
Yeah, Edward, instead of your little wishy-washy nonsense.
Every time fucking someone stares at Edward, he just Naruto runs away. I think they're at Elena's house because Jeremy's there.
They're at Elena's house.
And he's like,
yeah.
He was like drawing, and then someone knocks on the door, and it's a pizza guy. And the pizza guy is like, yo, anyone order a pizza?
Hey, you got pizza. It'll be $20, $22.
And this really weird thing happens where like Jeremy just tells him to come in and leave the pizza on the counter instead of just grabbing the pizza and being like, yo, Elena, pizza's here.
You'd think Jeremy would have the money on him if he was ordering the pizza.
Well, if he's weird like us, we just sit at the door with like $25 and it's like, right? Approach me and you will get $25.
Right, like I pocket my money, one pocket. I think I've explained the system before with pizza, at least to you. But the paying money, like the bill in my right pocket and in my left pocket is the tip. That's how I do it. I have a system.
I usually round up to the nearest like flat dollar amount and then just tell them they can keep the rest as a tip.
That's pretty neat too.
Like if it's $27, I'll just give them a 30 and just go, everything else that isn't like the pizza's yours.
Yeah.
You just make check.
Everything else is a tip.
Yeah, everything else is a tip. It's mostly just because I don't like having coins. Like I refuse to have coins. So
coins suck.
I always try to round up to the nearest dollar if I can, and I'm just like, keep the change.
Don't use coins, people. As somebody who has worked at a McDonald's for 7 years, don't use coins.
It's a personal problem, honestly. You see, coins are heavy, and I don't have an ass. So whenever I get a bunch of coins, if I'm not wearing a belt, if I'm wearing like my sweats or my indoor pants,
your pants are
my pants are gonna fall down in front of people, and it's really embarrassing.
For me, it's just I've gotten so sick of people counting pennies at this point.
Why?
Please stop! Don't do it. And I see you pushing aside your quarters. Stop it! You're in drive-through. Hurry the fuck up!
It's just like give me the fucking quarter. I'll give you 4 cents. Like, come on.
Just give me the fucking 20. It's you're buying 2 sodas. You don't need to give me the 14 cents. We're good. I got this. I got rolls of quarters. It's fine.
Jeremy invites the pizza man in, and Elena is like, oh, hey, pizza guy, what's up? Here's some money. Keep the change. And he's like, awesome, thanks. And then when he steps outside, he puts his hoodie up and ominous music plays because Jeremy invited a guy in like a dumbass.
And he was a vampire. And
in the years of purchasing pizza, I've never had a pizza guy come in my house. I usually walk out onto the porch or like the stairs, and I'm just like, hey.
You meet him at the door, and you have the money.
You meet him at the door, and you have the money. Maybe Jeremy didn't know he ordered a pizza, but he sure acted like he was expecting a pizza. So you'd think he'd know that the pizza guy's here, right?
You think he'd have the money on him and not be like calling for Elena from up the. How did Elena not like hear the driver coming?
I don't know. You'd think you see the lights. It's dark out.
It's dark out. You think you see the lights. You think you'd hear it outside. I know they were probably wrapped up in conversation. You think Stefan would just be like, Oh,
Hey,
there's a car coming.
hey,
with
there's a
his
car
super
coming.
fucking vampire hearing.
Vampire hearing. He can hear fucking phone calls from outside. Like, you can hear phone calls from outside, but you can't hear the sound of a fucking Ford Focus driving up. Like, really, Stefan?
Really? And here's the thing, is like the vampire's plan was built on the idea that they would let the pizza guy in.
Yeah, his whole plan centers around the fact that they would let the pizza guy in their house. Just cause.
A thing that people don't usually do. There's my call for comments for this episode.
Do you let the
Leave a
pizza guy
comment
in your house?
Do you let the pizza guy into your house? Leave a comment below.
Yes, we're on YouTube now, so you can leave a comment below.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just weird. And like, if that didn't happen and Jeremy was like, all right, I got your change. Thanks for the pizza. Have a good day.
That guy would not be able to get inside.
You would turn around and you go, fuck!
Well, got $20.
Well, vampire. Well, Noah, you got $20. He also probably killed the pizza guy.
He either killed the pizza guy, or do you think that he got a pizza delivery job specifically to set up this plan?
God, what if he applied to Domino's to get this plan?
Like, did he take up the pizza delivery job specifically on the possibility that the Gilberts would order a pizza?
But does that mean he knows they're going to order a pizza? How long did he wait? How long did he wait until he saw that on the Domino's pizza tracker that the Gilbert house is ordering like a pepperoni pizza,
like a large pepperoni?
He's like, yes,
and some like cheesy bread.
And you got the crazy bread. All right,
crazy bread, yeah.
It's just, there's a lot of work that comes up to this. Like, imagine. Okay, so there's this kind of thing where like everything that isn't on camera is not real, I guess.
Yeah.
But like this guy would have to either kill a guy who's a pizza driver and know that the Gilberts wanted a pizza, or he would have to get a job at a pizza place and then wait until the Gilberts want to order a pizza and hope they let them in the house.
There are just so many steps.
There's so many steps.
There's so many steps, there's so many variables, and it just like makes you wonder, like, what the fuck? Were there not better ways to do this?
You are it's minor spoilers for later in the episode. You are a trio of vampires, and all of you have lived long enough to know about Catherine. So, why didn't any of you figure out that this plan sucks? And I know that the fucking Gilberts were stupid enough to fall for it, but like, ignore that.
Here's the weird thing: Noah is canonically a dumbass.
No, Elena's smart. Not like really smart.
Noah, the vampire.
Noah, sorry. Noah's smart.
Noah's canonically a dumbass.
He's supposed to be. Oh, yeah, Noah's canonically. I'm sorry, I can't follow you. Noah's a dumbass in canon.
But the fact that his
plan worked and no one told him it was a bad idea.
Like, no one told him, don't do this, that's stupid.
Don't do the pizza guy plan. What the fuck? Here's what you should do.
With you, Noah?
Here's what you should fucking do. Go to the back of Elena's house, knock out her power, and then say that a neighbor called for an electrician. And then let yourself in.
Hell, buy a fucking jumpsuit.
Buy a jumpsuit and just be like, hey, I noticed someone. Here's another idea. Drive your car into their fucking fence. And then leave. And then come back as a fence repair guy.
or drive your car into something and then like kind of go like near their place and just kind of come be like, hey, can I use your phone? My car broke down outside.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's like, oh, I got a flat. Can I call for like my, I'm sorry, I don't got any, I'm roaming. Is it all right if like I call my dad or something like that?
Hey, hey, my battery died in my car.
That can only backfire if they hand him the cell phone outside. But he could probably come in. It's like, is it all right if I need a drink or can I sit down?
Yeah, just like something.
You know, it's cold out here.
There's so many better ways he could have done
There's
this.
so many better ways, and they're not that difficult. So yeah, the plan falls without a fucking hitch.
This plan succeeds is the dumber part.
Without a fucking hitch. Back at the Salvatore house, Damon is just throwing books on the ground. He's not even bothered like looking at the books. He's like, "Where the fuck is it?"
He's checking like the spines and the covers occasionally, and then he's like he's looking for their dad's journal.
Stefan's mad about taking her to Atlanta, and he's like, "Oh, she was fine. We had a good time.
We had fun. She played pool.
She played pool. I ripped someone's heart out."
I ripped someone's heart out. It won't be the last time I do it. I'm probably half of the wiki entries
I'm
on
half
that
the
one.
wiki entry on pulling people's hearts out with my bare hands. Also, Elena's fine.
Elena's fine.
So, we are back at school, and Jeremy got the results of his essay. And Alaric Saltzman gave him an A or an A.
Even A. Yeah.
He's just like, "Hey, you got a lot of information on this." And he's like, "But you said vampires aren't real." And he's like, "Yeah, vampires aren't real. There's raccoons."
Raccoon attacks.
It's historically raccoon attacks.
All time.
And then he kind of talks about his journal, and Alaric's like, "Hey, I kind of want to see your journal. Like, it's like porn for history teachers. It's interesting."
It's a first-person account of the Civil War. It's like porn for history teachers. And my brain just starts thinking, I've been in the alternate history circles a bit, and I always worry about the people that want information about the Civil War or the Nazis.
It's always a red flag when you get that one guy who won't shut up about the Civil War, or that one guy who won't shut up about like Germany and the Blitzkrieg.
If they try to argue with you about like the merits of Operation Sea Lion, back the fuck away.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to. I was trying to remember the fucking name of that one. Like, the Germany had that stupid plan where they would attack France and then like betray Russia, and they were just kind of hoping it would work, and it doesn't.
The Schlieffen plan?
Yeah, the Schlieffen plan, yeah.
The Schlieffen plan, yeah.
And then they're like, if they start asking about the Schlieffen plan, you back off.
Just back it up, back
it's
it
like,
away.
what if they did? And it's like, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, but Operation Sea Lion, that's pretty much a banned topic on alternatehistory.com. Because we're sick of it.
I don't go to the fucking. Also, I think there was like German. It was either German or Japanese recruit papers to try to get like Mexico to invade America.
That sounds probably Germany pulled that one.
Probably Germany, but it is like, then if they start asking about that, then you fucking hit the reverse pedal.
You just back it up. Back it up.
Yeah, just look out for red flags about Germans and fucking
and the Civil
War.
If they start arguing how the South could have won, it's like, okay, we're backing away.
All right, you clearly have. I saw a tweet about how you can strategically win World War II by activating these strategies, and I'm just like, why do you want them to win World War II?
Why do you want the Germans?
Why are you metagaming World War II, you fucking weirdo?
Fucking weirdo.
So, Caroline is outside after Jeremy hands Alaric Saltzman his journal.
A few episodes since we've seen Caroline.
Caroline's wearing denims, and she's talking with Elena, who's trying to give her the trinket that Stefan made for her, and is like, "Ooh, are we lesbians now?"
Did she actually say that? I completely missed that
she
part.
did. It's like, oh, you got like lesbian gifts. Awesome.
Oh man, I fucking gonna go to AO Free right now to check the tags on that one.
So they sit down, they talk. She says that Elena and her, like, they kind of hit how deep of friends they can go, and that's why she's not talking to Elena as much. Because the whole Matt problem of, like, she doesn't know if Matt wants to be with Elena or not. And she feels like if she's around her, it'll get awkward.
Yeah, that he's not over her or whatever.
Matt's hanging out at the bar. There's a bartender. His name's Ben. He wasn't there before, but he's here now.
Yeah, here's Ben now.
Ben's the square, and like everyone knows Ben.
Everyone knows and loves Ben.
Bonnie's...
Hey, Ben.
Yeah, Ben. Matt's friend Ben from high school. Ben.
This guy has fucking Lexi energy about him.
Hey, remember Ben?
Remember Ben?
He feels like shit's not going great in football because Caroline made like an aside comment about like how football players are losers, and he's gonna go find a job.
I don't. Yeah, something like that.
Elena is talking to Bonnie at the grill, and she's talking about how she's adopted, and then we get a jump scare of Damon trying to talk to Bonnie, being like, "All right, we kind of got off on the wrong foot. Sorry, let's just try and hang out again." And Bonnie's like, "I can light you on fire with my mind."
She was having none of them. And she's like, fire kills vampires, right? It's like, Bonnie, what doesn't fire kill?
If I set you on fire, Bonnie, would you die? Yeah, probably. If I set Elena or Caroline over here on fire, yeah, they'd fucking die.
Like, everything's weak to fire.
Everything's weak to fire. The only thing that isn't weak to fire is shit that's fireproof. And guess what? Yeah. If you have enough fire, it ain't weak to fire anymore.
Yeah, it ain't resistant to fire. It ain't fireproof. It'll be weak to fire soon.
Everything's weak to fire. You just need more fire. So Ben steps up to Damon, and he's like, "Hey, is he giving you trouble?" And Damon's like, "I'm fine." And he's like, "I wasn't talking to you." And then Ben and Bonnie are tight, apparently, because she's like, "Hey, Ben, how's it going, Ben?"
Yeah, because Ben, I guess, was a graduating student of Spoons High.
Spoons High.
Before the series starts. I feel like it's like
everybody remembers Ben.
Everyone remembers Ben. Ben must be like fucking like 1 or 2 years older than everyone.
Maybe. Probably. How long has he been a vampire?
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, yeah, it looks like Cat. Like, did he just look like that at Bonnie's first year of high school?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay. He's 19. So, and let's see. I just fucking can't even remember.
So Elena wants to get some accessories for the party that's coming up, and Bonnie's gonna pay the bill for her. And when Elena's driving home in Jenna's car, she gets a phone.
He's 3 years older than that.
She gets a phone call, and it's like, "Hey, you hit me with your car. I'm gonna kill you."
And my brain was just like, hit him again.
Drive him. And like he's holding the phone and he's on the sidewalk and it's like, hit him.
Hit him again. You fucking idiot.
She goes home and she's like, "So, someone threatened me?" And like, people are weird, Elena.
So I didn't realize that Noah was the guy she hit with the car.
Yeah.
I thought it was Lee from the last episode.
Oh, Lee, yeah, Lee.
Boyfriend, yeah. But
no,
I guess I was wrong on that.
Lee's in Atlanta.
Yeah, Lee was in Atlanta. So that would actually, so it does make sense there. It's like, why would Lee go all the way from Atlanta to Virginia to get hit by a car?
It's like, "Hey, you're not safe here. Here's a pocket watch. It's a vampire compass." And she's like, "How'd you get this pocket watch?" A guy gave it to me after a guy gave it to me after a guy gave it to me.
You know, your family were founding members, so like they were also hunted vampires.
Yeah, your whole family wanted to kill me. It was weird. Yeah, he got it from fucking Logan or Damon or whoever he got it from.
Yeah, whoever. I think Logan had it, then died.
Stefan's just Elena's just like, "Did you know my my ancestors?" And he's like, "Yeah, a little."
They're cool.
They were cool.
When they weren't trying to hunt me down.
Trying to kill me. Matt and Caroline are painting signs and they're like giggling and like throwing paint at each other.
Yeah.
Matt found a job, and that confuses Caroline, I guess.
Like, where did you get a job?
A teenager finding a job? When did you get a job? Are you one of those pores? And he's like, "Yes."
This relationship's a mess.
Yeah, kinda. So we're back at the Mystic Grill, and they're playing pool, and it's red again.
The fucking tables are red again.
They keep changing the felt.
The felt is changing, and Ash has been keeping great track of this.
I don't know. I don't know why that bothers me.
It's just consistency would be nice.
Anna shows up to talk to Jeremy, who's at the grill. Everyone's at the fucking grill.
Everyone hangs out at Spoon's Grill.
He wants to hang out, but he has to watch a punch bowl at the dance. He's the ice boy.
He's the ice boy. He's the punch boy. He doesn't even try the dance. We'll talk about it, but...
So she keeps telling him to, like, oh, you want to come to my place? You want to come to my place? And he's like, no, it's fine.
Hero
Sorry.
the dents over here. Fucking... She... Throughout this episode, Anna is just really laying it on that she wants date and make out with Jeremy, and he's just
Want
like...
to go to Fuck Butt Point. Come on.
She wants to go to Fuck Butt Point here.
That's where all the teens go.
Yeah. And Spoon, you always go to Fuck Butt Point.
So, after that kind of awkward conversation, Jenna is dressed as like a 50s housewife, which I didn't understand this was like a 50s themed dance, so I just thought it was weird when I wrote it.
Yeah.
And she's asking about how she's been adopted. And she says that a 16-year-old was pregnant, and when her father was coming home from work, from being a big old doctor, she like needed to like have an emergency birth and save the kid, and they had the kid, and then the mom ran off, and her dad was a doctor. And they decided to like take the kid and raise it as their own, and he falsified the birth certificate so no one would ask any questions.
He doctored them, if you will.
He doctored them. Chopper's doctoring.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yo, yeah.
Yo.
Fucking stupid ass One Piece theme.
Fucking One Piece dub rap. Somebody's gonna make like a remake of that in like with the live action footage.
So yeah,
of the live action series.
Elena was a teen pregnancy, and her mother's name is Isabel, but spelled weird.
Isobel.
Yes.
I feel like that is a spelling that's like very specifically like. It's the Scottish form. Okay.
Yeah, it's just I just feel like they were just like trying to make all the names spelled differently, so it's not just like Stephen.
Yeah. Yeah, Stefan instead of Stephen, and Alaric instead of just anything else.
Alaric instead of all the other names that we came up with during that episode.
Yes.
Stefan throws a journal onto Damon's desk as he's frustrated about not being able to find shit. He's like, here you go. Here's all the information you want. There's not a lot of shit in here about Catherine. Catherine. Yeah, Catherine, sorry.
Catherine?
I don't know. I was thinking of Tekken. It's like, I want to make sure, I don't want you to start making some kind of diabolical plan, the Squeakquel. By the way, autocorrect knows what Squeakquel is.
Amazing.
Stefan offers to help, and Damon's like, what the fuck? His plan is that, like, you can get Catherine, but none of the other vampires get to get out. We're going to kill all of them, and then you leave town. Elena's got her hair in like a... She looks like Flo from the Progressive commercials.
Yes. Also, Stefan refers to Damon as a liar among us. Dun, 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 dun.
You're fucking children. Anyway.
Have to do it. Oh, yeah. Her fucking, like, bouffant.
She's got, like, a big bouffant with, like, a hairband and, like, the poof on the top of her head that makes her look like she's going to sell us
necklace
insurance.
And all that. Yeah. It is.
The compass starts going real crazy. And she doesn't notice right away. And then she does notice, and then she grabs her cell phone and calls Stefan's phone, but Damon picks up because Damon's closer. And he's like, hey, what's up? And it's like, hey, where's Stefan? And he's like, oh, Stefan's coming over. He left his phone.
And that puts
Also, I thought that was his phone.
I think, yeah, I guess she picked up Stefan's phone instead.
And then the camera zooms up, and then the guy's like All his arms are pushed against the support beams on the ceiling.
Fucking Noah's up on the support.
No one's
Like
up on the
the-
fucking support beams. You
It's
keep
just kind of like fucking standing there, like standing there real awkward. Then he jumps down to get at Elena.
and Stefan shoves the guy off of her,
Shoves
and he
Noah
runs
right off.
away. And he's just like, "How did that?
He bothers with the doors.
How did that fucking vampire get in here?" And she's just like, "I must have invited them in." Oh fuck! It was the pizza guy.
Guy,
What pizza guy?
I really wish that was how that went down, but
I think in a later scene, Damon and Elena are talking about the attack, and Damon's plan is that Stefan and Elena go to the ball and see if they get attacked.
go to the dance. See, like draw him in.
Yes,
Draw in the pizza guy.
it's a 50s ball, and everyone's wearing 50 stuff. There's like a black
Decade
and white
dance.
projector. There's like a
Playing
black and white projector
clips.
playing like footage of 50s things. Just various 50s things.
Stuff, 50 stuff.
There's like records hanging from strings. Everyone's dressed up like preppies and like 50s people.
Greasers all around. There's a lot of Letterman jackets.
Greasers, Letterman jackets. Alaric Saltzman's in a Letterman jacket.
Bonnie's not thinking about it.
Bonnie is not thinking about it. So, Alaric's like, everyone asks Alaric, like, why are you here? And he's like, good punch. Jenna shows up too.
Yeah, Jenna's there as a chaperone.
They go to hang out. Caroline and Bonnie are just not having a good time because Damon's there. When
And
Damon
other reasons, don't think about it.
when Damon leaves, they're just like, you should like kill him.
They're just like fucking fuck off, Damon.
Alaric is breaking the ice by talking about his dead wife to Jenna.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it, baby. Damon tries to talk to Bonnie again, and she's just like, go die.
Yeah, he tries to ask her for a second chance, as if, or to give her for her to give him another
Come
chance.
on, baby, I can change.
Like, Bonnie never gave you a chance to begin
I
with,
can
Damon.
change.
She
So-
never gave him a chance to begin with. What are you talking about?
After being upset about being pretty much blown off by everyone he's talked to so far, he talks to Elena, and he's like, hey, this thing's not going well for me. Do you want to dance? And Elena's like, sure, I'll dance with Stefan.
Yeah.
They just
Fucking
fucking,
love Elena.
they just she takes Stefan's hand and they walk to the dance. They walk to the dance floor and just David's seething. And it's great.
God. It's great.
And then the hoodie guy shows up and he just sticks out like a sore thumb because everyone's
He
wearing
is
like
not
fucking.
50s enough.
He is not
at
wearing.
all.
He's dressed like a school shooter.
Dressed like a school shooter at a 50s dance, and that is fucked up. You couldn't even try to like fucking go for like the Holden Caulfield look,
Yeah.
at the very least. Put on a people shooting hat that's actually in the book.
So, Damon and or Stefan and Elena are dancing, and he's like, "So, do you see him? Is he anywhere?" And she's like, "No, unless they have like a sick pompadour." And I'm just like, I want a vampire who is perpetually in the 50s.
Fucking pompadour vampire. Let's
Pompadour, sunglasses. He's got the pomade.
have it. Hey,
Hey, hello, ladies. Want to suck a little blood by the sock hop? Bada Bing.
want to go down by the soda fountain?
Hey. Yeah, let me at that little neck over there. Hey.
Yeah, get me a blood malt.
I want a malt blood drink.
Smosh did a video of like 50s, like an eat it or yeet it of 50s food. That'll be fun to watch after this.
Sure. I just want
Anyway.
vampires dressed like Deuce and Domino from
Right.
WWE.
WWE Tag Team Deuce and Domino, all about cool.
So
But,
Jeremy's man in the punch like he said he would. Anna shows up and she's not dressed like the 50s either. She's just kind of dressed up like normal.
neither's Jeremy, to be fair. So
Yeah, fair.
come on, just,
Bonnie's at the
Like-
bar with Caroline and she's just like, oh my god, Ben is so hot. And it's like, are you really going to talk to fucking Ben? And it's like, don't rain on my hot guy parade.
Drizzle. Jeremy, you could at least wear like a fucking red jacket like you're like James Dean, you know? Sure, everyone probably think you're Fry, but who cares?
Whatever.
Whatever.
That would be a good like callback though.
That would be a good callback. Yeah.
Bonnie thinks Ben is hot. Matt's at the Boone's Grill and he's just not having a good time. Caroline tries to talk to him and he's just like, whatever.
It fucking hit me. You know what movie came out in the 50s? The Blob.
The Blob.
And its star was Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen, yeah.
And what's Jeremy Gilbert's actor's name?
Yeah, he's a McQueen. I know that.
He's Stephen R. McQueen. Steve McQueen's grandson.
Yeah, I know.
He could dress as Steve McQueen in the
That
Blob.
would be fucking awesome.
God damn it.
Just do it here. It's the perfect time to do it.
This is absolutely missed swing entirely.
Fucking Steve McQueen.
God damn it.
Steve McQueen Jones over here dressed like Steve McQueen.
Stephen R. McQueen dresses Steve McQueen for a decade dance would be brilliant. God damn it.
God damn, that would be perfect. I forgot what he looked like during the Blob.
I could probably find a picture.
So
probably not that.
Fucking Danzig starts playing, like the Misfits starts playing. There's like covers. There's like covers of like 50s music, but it's weird covers.
Like 50s and 60s music, yeah, all
it's
covered.
Like weird covers, and I think it's awesome.
It's kind of great.
They dig into the Misfits pool like several times, I believe.
They do it twice at least.
Because Misfits has a whole 50s album that you were telling me about.
Yeah, Project 1950. It has a bunch of like, not all of them are used, but they do dip into the Misfits pool. 3 times, holy shit.
I know, like fucking go listen to Misfits. Danzig's weird.
Like listen to early Misfits. Don't listen to the weird later Danzig stuff.
Well, Danzig goes solo, and then his albums just get progressively worse. Including Danzig Sings Elvis. That's a good one. That would have been great if he dressed like that. He's got like a taupe colored like leather jacket over like a button down shirt.
Yeah, it's a real easy look to replicate.
It's subtle, but I feel like if they did it like
complete missed opportunity.
Absolutely missed opportunity right there. Damon and Alaric Saltzman talk, and he says that, like, where are you here? And it's like, oh, I'm Stefan's chaperone. He's 17, so I gotta hang out here. Alaric starts asking one too many questions, and David just, like, stares at him like, come on, do you fucker?
You're up to something. He doesn't give him the, like, point at eyes, point at them thing. Always.
I got my eyes on you.
That's one of my favorite things. Although I guess that would be too obvious.
Caroline's bummed out, and Bonnie wants him to talk to Matt, and she's like, I don't want to talk to Matt. So she's like, fine, I'm going to talk to Ben, and I'm going to show you that you can just get up and talk to men whenever you want.
Yeah, I think this is the scene before. Is this the scene? No, the scene before was where she mentioned like the thing about Ben being like a washed-up jock.
Yeah.
Cleaning tables, and that's what sets Jeremy off.
It was such an aside that I never noticed it.
Yeah. It's the basis of like just the entire argument of this episode.
Bonnie invites Ben to do karaoke, but he does not like the Yakuza series, so he doesn't want to sing Bakamitai.
I don't think that was a thing yet. Wait, 2009.
Yeah, Yakuza 3 was out.
So Bakamitai was the thing.
I think Bakamitai is either Yakuza 3 or Yakuza 4. I don't recall.
I'll have to look it up.
Matt and Caroline kind of confront each other. And then we cut to Anna, and Anna's got cups.
Anna's got cups. And
he's going to help with the punch.
And it's still just laying the hints on Fick.
And she keeps talking about, hey, do you have that like history book you were telling me? Oh, damn, that's like 2012.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Anna's like, why the fuck did you give the history teacher that history book that I wanted to read? And he's like, because he wanted to have the history book? And she's like,
his journal. The journal.
Or like, why'd you give her his journal? Why'd you give him your journal? And it's like, because he wanted to read it. I don't fucking know. I wanted to read it. She's like, I wanted to read it real bad.
I wanted to read your ancestors' Civil War journal. Don't think about it, Jeremy.
And then she's like, let's steal it. We could steal it from him. Don't worry, you know where it is. Let's steal it. And Jeremy's like, why the fuck would you want to steal it? And then she does like a vampire face, and Anna's a vampire. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Runs off. Then she runs into the pizza guy.
The pizza guy's also a vampire. We already knew that.
But she's working with the pizza guy.
He's working with the pizza guy. And she's like, why the fuck are you here? Like, you're going to ruin our whole plan. It's gonna be...
And also, you're dressed
dressed like a fucking school shooter. Why the fuck?
During decade dance.
During decade dance. Could you at least bother to, like, slick your hair back? Come on.
Come on.
And he's like, he looks like Catherine. Elena looks like Catherine.
Catherine. It's like, God, he is failing to stick with the plan because Catherine.
And then Steph and Elena are doing a slow dance, and the song is going slow dance.
Yeah, there's like a scene before that transitions into where it's like, it's slow dance, and then it's just like, fucking, just cuts to on the dance floor doing a slow dance.
Yes. And then fucking Great Balls of Fire kicks in by the Misfits. It's cover. And
why
she's
did they
like,
not use this in the WWE pay-per-view called Great Balls of Fire instead
I don't
of the
know.
original?
It's edgier. It works.
It's edgier, worse, but it's like,
and Elena's
shit.
like, come on, Stefan, show me your moves. And he's
Because
like,
Stefan,
I don't wanna. And then he just
Stefan
fucking
don't want to do the jitterbug.
He don't
want to
do the jitterbug, and then he just fucking gets down, and it's great.
It is great.
He gets down, he fucking spins her and does like little swings and shit. And we both were like, yeah,
yeah.
Barking out over some weird shit. The guy who did Great Balls of Fire, Jerry Lee Lewis, is a fucking weirdo, by the way.
He's a weirdo. I don't know the.
He married a 13-year-old.
Married a 13-year-old.
He did a lot of drugs.
Did a lot of drugs.
Two of his wives overdosed, and also he shot a gun at Elvis's house.
He also had a. I think for a lighter story is the story of when Jerry Lee Lewis he lost the main event spot of a performance to Chuck Berry. So he took a Coke bottle, poured it on the piano, fucking lit it on fire, and played Great Balls of Fire.
It's like, fuck you, Little Richard.
Fuck you, Chuck Berry.
Oh, fuck you, Chuck Berry, sorry. I confused my short African-American rock musicians.
Who play piano.
Who play piano, yes.
Yeah, but he's like, fuck you, Chuck Berry, top that.
Eat shit,
Eat
Chuck
that.
Berry. Fuck you, and Chuck Berry's like, God damn it.
Anyway, so yeah, we have been this episode has been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, the hoodie man shows up again with Elena, and she like tips off Stefan that you gotta go fucking find him.
Hey, there's the hoodie guy. There's the pizza guy.
It's just like Jin Kazama. We gotta go get him.
From Kazama.
Jin Kazama. I gotta go get him. From Tekken 4.
Tekken 4, which was out at this point.
Yes.
So we're clear on that one.
So Stefan chases after this guy, and as soon as they get into like a dark corner, he slams him against the lockers. And then it's not the fucking pizza guy, it's just a dude in a hoodie, and he's like, hey, you're not
that guy. And here's the thing, it couldn't be the idea that two people wore the same hoodie.
Two people wore the same like jumper. No.
Yeah.
The guy says, a guy gave me this hoodie and I just started wearing it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
Okay. So a guy gives you a hoodie and you just put it on and just kind of walk around menacingly. I'm looking at this. I've got my eyes on this guy.
A stranger gives you a hooded sweatshirt, tells you to wear it and to walk around looking suspicious, and you
don't think he told.
And you just do.
I don't know if he told him to do anything. He just gave him the hoodie, and it's like,
who accepts a hoodie from a complete stranger?
He just like, and why are you just walking around menacingly at the decade dance in someone else's hoodie?
I don't know.
I'm suspicious of this guy. I don't know.
Noah calls Elena and he's like, I can see you from where I'm standing, and like, if you don't walk out of this ball right now, I will snap Jeremy's fucking neck because I'm super fast, boy, and
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
I'm fast as fuck, boy, and like no one will see it, even though we're in this big old party. And Elena's
even though Jeremy's manning the punch bowl.
Jeremy's manning the punch bowl, and you think you'd see his neck get fucking snapped in public. But I guess it was more the threat than anything. So Elena accepts and runs off into a hallway. She actually got the right shoes for this. She's got fucking like...
She's wearing sensible shoes during this.
Yeah, she's got sensible shoes for a chase sequence. It's great.
Yeah. She probably had those, like, she probably went with those and not, like, wear, like, heels, because she knew she'd probably have to do a run.
He heads into a classroom, and then Noah grabs her by the hair, pulls her back. He starts grabbing tables and flipping them for some reason, and then Elena...
Like, he throws her over a table once.
Throws her over a table, and Elena grabs pencils and starts stabbing him.
She starts stabbing him in, like, the hands and, like, the knees. She's going crazy with these pencils.
Goddamn, Elena's like, hold my hair back. I'm gonna cut a bitch.
Goes for like the mop in the corner and starts just bending like the mop over her knee.
Yeah, she's gonna break the mop, and then she throws it at him, and like he knocks it aside, and then he jumps on her, and then Stefan and Damon show up.
Can I take a moment to appreciate the fact that she didn't just immediately like slam and snap it over? She had to like really put some effort into it.
Yeah, because it's a mop, and she's also like just a dainty lady.
She's just a teenage girl. She doesn't have superpowers, so it wouldn't go that easily. So just
Stefan and Damon work together, and they stab him with the broken off mop, and they start asking him for questions. Even though they're like stabbing him, he keeps taunting them, and they stab him even harder.
It's fucking Noah's a goddamn idiot, man.
Stop making this worse. They're gonna kill you.
Stop making this harder, dude. They can just keep stabbing you with this.
Anna's watching through the window, and she's like, "Oh shit."
We get some more information about how they're looking for the grimoire.
They're looking for the grimoire, and they want to bring back Catherine. And Damon's like, "Wait, you know Catherine?" And they're like, "Yeah, duh."
You think you're the only ones who know and want to like revive the tomb, like empty the tomb of the vampires?
Stefan just fucking kills this guy.
He just fucking like just straight in the heart stabs this dude. I think it's because he threatened like Elena at some point.
He threatened Elena, and then Damon's like, "Well, he had to fucking die. Like
he had to go.
You invited him in, and like he was gonna come and kill you.
He was gonna hunt down your family. Like
they hear someone else coming, and it's a Ulrich Saltzman. So Stefan deals with the body and gets Elena out of there, while Damon just confronts him in the hallway.
Tries to use compulsion on him.
Damon jump scare too. Tries to compulse him into an interrogation. Just be like, "Who are you? I'm Jeremy's teacher. Why are you here? Just cause. How much do you know? Not much." And then Damon's like, "All right, forget this happened." And then he walks away. And then fucking Alaric's clutching a little thing of vervain in his hand.
He's got a little vervain flower in his hand. And because if you have it on you or in you, vampires can't do shit.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty clever. So, hey, cool, good for him.
I like how vervain just keeps fucking Damon over. This is a very common thing.
Damon X vervain. True.
Yes.
True sexual Galloway. I keep looking at our Discord room. Discord has a feature where you can like title your room of what you're doing.
Like we can set a status for our room, and it's
we were playing a fucking wrestling game, and I hired Drew Galloway, and Mega Fighter wanted him to be a porn star.
Yeah, we played like a wrestling management sim. And we came up with the joke of him being Drew Sexual McIntyre or Drew Sexual Galloway, where it's not even subtle. It's
because we fired Val Venus, and he has a sex pervert gimmick. He's like a sex pervert. He's a porn star.
He had a porn star gimmick. It was the 90s.
Then your idea was like, we'll hire Drew McIntyre, and we'll give him the gimmick because we need that gimmick now because Val Venus isn't here.
I didn't. It wasn't immediately the plan, but then I said, "Yeah, let's just make him the porn star now."
Yes, and I couldn't think of a good name, so I just called him Drew Sexual Galloway.
And I put that as the status, and
Yeah.
he just keeps seeing it.
I keep seeing it between my notes and this picture of Steve McQueen.
It's just throwing him off.
Yes. So Stefan confronts Damon over like knowing that there was another journal to look for, and Stefan tells him that like, all right, you know, he tells him again that like, I'll help you, but you got to leave.
Gotta get the fuck out of Spoons.
Matt's mad that Caroline called Ben a loser.
And
then they talk about how he's not over Elena, but he's trying to be over Elena. So he's with Caroline to not think about Elena as much. And he doesn't want this thing to go bad. And then she breaks up with him.
Like, yeah, you fucked this up already. Good job.
Good job.
You fucking like worked yourself into a shoot.
You worked yourself into a shoot, brother. Much love, HH.
Oh my god.
Well, Alaric and Jenna like go back to their house. He asks her out on a date. And Jenna says, you know, you could talk about your dead wife all you want.
That's not weird.
That's not weird. And he's like, yeah, I just miss Isabel. That's what. And Jenna's like, fucking what?
Wait, what'd you say the name was? And then you really gotta start thinking about that.
Was she pregnant when she was 16? How old is Alaric Saltzman?
Yeah, because now you got the question. It's like, how old's Alaric Saltzman?
When did he fuck Isabel?
Like, I'm just gonna fuck it. Let's see. She was born in 1975 and is 6. That can't be right. According to the wiki, and of course, this is also, remember, this is like, you gotta take 1975 and 1976. They are like 1 year apart, so he might have been 17.
Good. So he's in his 30s. All right.
Okay, that does clear, I think. Hopefully, hopefully checks out.
Matt chases down an upset Caroline and smooches her on the road.
Yeah, they're gonna be okay, I guess.
I guess they're gonna make it until next episode when they're not gonna make it.
They're not gonna make it. Oh man. Well, for now, it's a victory for Team Matt.
Team Matt, baby.
But God, it's gonna be bumpy.
Stefan's making tea at Elena's house. And she's like, that was exciting, actually. And Stefan's just like, that's just because you have so much fucking adrenaline right now.
That's adrenaline in your system, yeah.
In your soul. Something. Need a dope rep. No.
Need a dope rep. God damn it.
Stefan says that he said he was going to help Damon, but he's actually going to not let him leave with Catherine.
He lied.
Then we cut to Anna stalking Ben as he closes the bar. And then she attacks Ben, but Ben grabs her. Ben is also a vampire.
Ben is also a vampire. Oh, shit.
They chit-chat for a bit, and then Ben and Anna kiss. And then Mr. Sandman starts playing.
The cover of Mr. Sandman starts playing at the end of this, and it's just like
It's so weird. I don't know.
It's not fitting at all, but
it's not fitting at all.
But I love it. I'm so happy.
You were laughing the whole fucking time, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
And he was so confused. I was just cackling like an asshole. He's like,
"This episode was fucking nuts."
This episode is nuts. I love it.
It's nuts, and I enjoyed a lot of it because I feel like, you know, I wanted to compare these directly to the first Twilight movie, and the first Twilight movie was just painful. It wasn't like painful in the way that like people reacted to it in 2009. It was like, oh, vampires that sparkle and they're pretty.
It's just like when you watch it, it's fucking boring, dude.
It's dull.
It is dull.
It's dull. A lot of the characters are stupid. It feels like the conflict is artificial. Edward sucks. Just sucks. From like a terms of like how good he is as a vampire. Bella,
he's the worst vampire.
Bella is boring.
Boring.
Elena is actually kind of interesting.
Elena has agency.
Stefan gives a shit. Damon's like a wild card. Like
Damon's a wild card.
I know he's turning good while at the same time, but he's still a wild card. So I feel like that's fine.
And, you know, sure, some of the human side characters aren't the greatest, but it feels like they're a lot more involved than like
They're involved.
Mike and
Besides,
Jessica.
her friends in Twilight didn't do fucking anything. None of her
Besides, nearly
friends
hit
did.
her with a van, and that's about it.
None of them did shit besides like try and hit her with a van and like go to the same events that she was going to. Besides Jacob, who's the fucking he's Jacob, so he's gonna be he's gonna be in the next book. So,
he's important in the next book, and at some point you forgot the name of one of Bella's friends.
I
because
forgot
they
the name of
mattered so
all
little.
of Bella's friends besides Mike and Jessica.
Like, I feel like if I ask you which one's Eric, you just go, "Who the fuck's Eric?"
Who the fuck's Eric? If you
there an
said
Eric?
if you said like which one's Andre, I would be like, ah fuck, who's Andre? There isn't a fucking Andre. You made that up. I wouldn't
like,
know.
I could make up characters in Twilight.
You can
and
make
tell
up
you about
characters
them.
in Twilight, and I'd fucking believe you. But if you were like, who's Bonnie? And it's like the witch who fucking had
like-
an ancestor who was a slave for some reason.
Don't think about it. And she likes to dox her friends.
And she likes to
set
dox her
things on
friends and
fire.
set things on fire.
Mike is Elena's ex, who is a super nice dude, and now he's in a awkward will they won't they with Bonnie
Caroline.
or with Caroline. Thank you.
You just undermined our entire point.
I fucked up. Sorry. Hey, shut up.
I'm sorry. I just, this isn't a review of Twilight, but there were things left unsaid, and I just sort of feel like, God, Twilight was boring. God, it was so boring.
This episode was especially a breath of fresh air after Twilight. God, just like the insanity of the decade dance.
The
You've got
fucking
just
pizza guy storyline, and
the
Ben
pizza guy plot point.
and Anna just being like, let's steal from fucking Alaric Saltzman.
And like there's a nice fight scene at the end, kind of a fight, but
Kind of a
it's
fight,
mostly
but
a
it's-
torture scene.
I thought it was cool.
But it was cool. It was cool. Shit's happening.
Most
Again,
of
and
these,
it's
most of these songs that were played were covers. They were
Yes.
playing covers during the entire decade dance. That was pretty cool. This episode's chaotic in a good way.
Hmm.
It's
Oh yeah,
just-
we also got to mention Bass Stefan.
Bass Stefan. I forgot about Bass Stefan. He's just like, so can you tell me what it was like in the 50s? And he's just like, Carthyism, segregation, there was a war.
Nuclear war.
Nuclear war. Like, fucking awesome.
I love you, Bass Stefan.
Bass fucking Stefan over here just telling it like it is. Like, everyone was racist in the 50s, Elena. Why are we idolizing this?
Like,
I think Jenna and Alaric talk about how their decades dances were like the 60s or 70s typically and not the 50s.
that's weird. Like,
It's like,
yeah, they
why
bring
are
up
we
the-
idolizing segregation? Don't think about it.
Don't think about it.
Hey, Bonnie, did you notice that your water fountain is a different water fountain than our water fountain?
Oh man, oh that would be the worst if they did that. There's a separate punch, like
It's a
punch
separate
table.
punch bowl. Oh
Oh no!
God.
There's all our black viewers just immediately
I'm
run
sorry.
into
Come back. I'm sorry.
Tumblr. Viewers, listeners, whatever. Know what I mean?
It's not my fault the 50s were racist.
The 50s were awful.
Everyone idealizes it and is like, oh, I wonder why. It reminds me of the fucking, that Futurama episode where Fry's watching commercials and it's just like, you remember when certain
The
people,
Pepperidge Farm.
when
Yeah.
certain people weren't allowed at the country club? Miss Pepperidge Farm, remember?
Yeah, exactly. That's. Oh man.
These songs are mostly covers. We got There's This, There's That by We Barbarians, who I've never heard of.
Never heard of them.
We got Pacer by Systems Officer. These sound like AI generated band names.
Do not sound like real bands.
We got This Magic Moment by the Misfits, which is sick.
Yeah. I think that was playing kind of like quietly in the background. A few of these are a little more.
Every
like,
Day by
subtle.
Rogue Wave. Never heard of them. We've got Dreams Are for the Lucky by Jeff Scott, but the Jeff's got one F.
Don't know it.
Keep It Cool Bowflex Remix by US Royalty.
Nope.
Got Runaway by the Misfits.
Yeah.
Everybody by Autovon. It's an interesting name. I think I've heard of them, but I haven't listened to them.
Yeah,
We got Slow Dance by Jacko Marcinello. Marcelino.
Yeah, something like that.
That's the song that goes Slow Dance.
Slow Dance.
We got Great Balls of Fire by the Misfits. We got a kind of like a gothy cover of My Boyfriend's Back by the Ravenettes. That was cool too.
That was sick, yeah.
Now That We've Grown by St. Leonard's, and Mr. Sandman by Oranger.
Oranger or Oranger, but I don't know if they're that cool. I don't know if they're that cool.
They're not that fucking cool, Mega.
They can't be.
No.
Let's see. They were formed in 1998. Possibility, but
which one was Oranger?
Oranger was the one that became Power Ranger Zero.
Oh.
Theo.
Oriki Sentai. Oranger.
Yeah. No, it's not a reference to Oranger. Damn it. It's probably Oranger.
Yeah, it probably is.
Damn. They had planned a reunion concert for April 12th, 2020.
God damn it, God damn it, the fact that literal plague happened. Why can't you just let us have a good time?
Oh! Their Mr. Sandman cover also appeared in the video game Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse. Remember that?
Oh, I remember Stubbs the Zombie. I remember seeing that on X-Play.
Yeah! Oh, it got a Switch release like a couple years back.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
Yeah, like, okay, more than just a Switch. It also appeared on other... I guess it got digital released. Alright, that's neat. That's neat if you want to play Stubbs the Zombie.
Well, we'll be back next week. I've been trying to get these on Tuesday, but because of circumstances, we've been getting them out on Wednesday, typically.
Yeah.
I guess it's a date night on Tuesday, so I have to leave. Usually.
Oh, yeah. Man, it sucks to be with your boyfriend.
It sucks to be with your boyfriend playing Yakuza Like a Dragon on his Twitch. And me making like dorky jokes in front of his fans, even though they all don't know me. Yeah, we'll be back next week, episode 13.
Yeah.
Remember, if there's a pizza guy, don't let him in your house for some inexplicable reason. I don't know why I don't know why you would do that.
But instead of letting the pizza guy in, you can go to our Tumblrs. Tumblr/MegaFire343 and Ash Nightshade.
Yes. I'm also on Twitch as @RoseSnep. Snep is like a weird way to say snow leopard.
Yeah.
We're on Twitter still, even though I don't use it much.
Yeah.
Because it's a shit show.
It is an utter shit show.
We're on YouTube at These Hot Idiots. It's real easy to find us. Also on pretty much anywhere you can get podcasts. I think that's about it, actually.
That should cover it.
Mr. Sandman.
Man, me a sand.
Oh, no.
Yeah, why don't you just drop a car battery on her head? Car battery!